Hello guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, come back to my class again with me in Bahasa Inggris 1. How are you today? I hope that all of you are in good conditions. Okay, before we start our class today, let's start our program by reading Al-Fatihah together. Al-Fatihah. Amin. Okay. In this morning, we are going to continue our lesson from our guiding book, Interchange, in Unit 2, with the title, Career Moves. Okay, seeing from the name, career. So we have also in Bahasa Indonesia, career. So there is no different, the meaning. So everybody in this world, or especially you as a young generations, after finish study from Win Malang, from your department, so you will look for, or you will get a job. So what kind of the job, what kind of the career that do you want to be in the future? It's depend on you. So now you have to be patient. You have to follow step by step the process, join the class, coming to the class, follow the organization. So it can influence, it can develop, it can aid your experience and your knowledge to have a good career in the future. Then my praying to all of the students, I hope that you will find a job, you will get a career in a good condition, and you will be a success person next in the future. I mean, okay, so next, let's move to the next slide. Okay, you can read by you yourself about expected outcomes from our learning outcome for in this class in Bahasa Inggris 1. There are two. You can apply the speaking skills, and the second is you can use listening skill. However, in Unit 2, we have writing skill, very little, but we have to discuss writing too in this material. Then the indicators after you learn this material, you can describe possible career of the future. The second, you can apply grammar gerund phrases when talking to people. So the grammar should we learn from this occasion is about gerund phrases. And the third is you can answer questions correctly based on a text given. Okay, guys, so we go to the next slide. Okay, you also, I hope that you bring your book, your Interchange. Then please open your book in page 8. So for Unit 2, for subunit number 1, we have snapshot. But in my slide, we used it your opinion. You will look in the box with the 5 of the kinds of the career. The first is simulation engineer. The second is health informatics technician. The third is green researcher. And the fourth is organic food farmer. And the last, or the fifth is social media manager. Then you can read the explanations in each of the career. So for example, simulation engineer, you develop different kinds of simulators, such as flight simulators for training pilots, or virtual patients for training medical students. And we have pictures here, a person, and then they hold like the joystick, they have like simulator. So this is kind of the career. Okay, your job is not only read the career. So this is the hot job, not Indonesia, of course, because we use the book from overseas. So this jobs is famous in that country. Okay, then you have to rank the career from number one. Which one is number one? You can choose by your own self. Number one means that you most interesting for you. And number two until the last number five. Number five means that you have less interesting with that career. Then the second is, can you think of any other career that will be in demand in the future? So you can think any kind of the career or your ideal that you want to be in the future. And the third is, what jobs do you think will not be in demand and why? So especially in this pandemic era, so many like they are in the jobless, or we can call by PHK because of this pandemic. So I think you have to be creative in this era. But now you are still study. You have a long time, but I think it's short, 4 years to study in the bachelor in this university, a bachelor degree in this university. So you have to prepare start from now. So you can take like a part-time job or maybe another job. Okay, so this is very interesting if you have a class offline, so we can discuss with another person in the class. But unfortunately, we are using online class, so you can think by you yourself at your home. Okay, guys, so we go to the next slide. We go to the listening skill. Now we talk about the career debate. So we have 4 speakers in this in the short conversation, and then we are going to listen from the audio speaker. Then 2 person, they will debate about the career. Then you have to listen to the people. You have to answer, do you agree or disagree with kind of this career? If you agree, you have to put check. If you disagree, you can check the disagree. So the answer is depends on the speakers that we listen. Then you have to compare your response with your classmate, give more reason to support your opinions. Okay, I don't want to talk more. So we go to the listening section. So listen very carefully. Here we go.
Unit 2, Career Moves. Page 8, Exercise 2, Perspectives. Career Debate. Part A. Listen to the people talk about jobs. Do you agree or disagree? Check the speaker you agree with more.
Being a flight attendant sounds very exciting. Flying all the time would be fun.
But flight attendants get tired of traveling. They spend most of their time in airports.
Designing clothes is not a man's job. Women are much more fascinated by fashion.
That's not true. Many great clothing designers are men. Just look at Calvin Klein.
I'd enjoy working with animals. I think working as a veterinarian could be rewarding.
I'm not so sure. Animals can be very unpredictable. Getting a dog bite would be scary.
I'd like to work in the television industry. Directing a TV show would be really interesting.
I disagree. Working in front of the camera as an actor would be much more satisfying.
Okay, so you have already listened from the first time. If you feel that you want to listen again, so you can repeat this video by you yourself. Then you have to find with your own answer, do you think you agree or not? It depends on you. So you have your own interesting of the career itself. So basically in the speaker, if you have read, they don't. They are not only to mention with a specific career, but also they give a reason why they choose that career, whether they agree or disagree. I mean, in the positive side or in the negative side. So we live in this world. Of course, we are in two sides. There is night and there is a sun. So there is a man, there is a woman. So there is a positive and there is a negative effect side. Okay. Yeah. So that's all about listening. Then we go to the next slide. Now we talk about the grammar focus that I have already explained in the first. We are going to discuss and learn about gerund phrases. So gerund is a verb followed by ing. Then the possession will be noun. Actually, gerund is a verb, but they put ing, so the possession comes a noun. And phrases. Phrases is a word. There is a one more word. Then we can call phrases. And phrases, then we can call by sentence. And sentence by sentence followed, and we call by it by paragraph. Okay, so we are going to learn about gerund phrases, and it divided into two: gerund phrases as subject and gerund phrases as object. So you don't have to be difficult to think, or you don't have to be a little bit like difficult to think. The possessions are only, they want to give the difference. So as a subject and as object. A subject also always the possession always in the front of the word or the sentence. Rather, object always in behind. So only the possessions. So you can look at the example from the box. Number one, being a flight attendant. So which one is the gerund? Yes, the gerund is being. Being is a gerund, and a flight attendant is a phrases. So being a flight attendant, this one is gerund phrases as a subject because the positions located in front of the sentence. And then followed by sounds exciting. Then you can compare with gerund phrases as object. He would love being a flight attendant. So which one is different? So I think from the content there is no different. They are with the same meaning, the same content. They want to be a flight attendant. The difference is only the position they put as a subject or as object. Okay, so we are going to listen very carefully from the audio speaker. Here we go.
Page 9, Exercise 3, Grammar Focus. Gerund phrases. Gerund phrases as subjects.
Being a flight attendant sounds exciting. Designing clothes is not a man's job.
Working as a veterinarian could be rewarding. Directing a TV show would be interesting.
Gerund phrases as objects.
He'd love being a flight attendant. He wouldn't like being a fashion designer.
She'd enjoy working with animals. She'd be good at directing a TV show.
Okay, that's all about the speaker said about gerund phrases. To make it sharp, your understanding about gerund phrases, then you may open your book in page 9, in page number 9. Then you have to answer the questions in part A, part B, and part C. So I give you a time to fill the answer based on the part A, part B, and part C. So you can do at your home right now. Okay, while you have finished to fill all the answer, then we can go to the next slide. We are going to discuss about word power. Then today we are going to talk about suffixes. Suffixes are always located in the behind or in the last of the word. So the functions is give the name, especially for the career or kind of the job. So you will see there are many kind of the job like computer technique, factory supervisor, and blah blah blah, but they are not in incomplete word. So your job is to put suffixes, whether they are er or is or ian. So for example, number one, computer technician. So computer technician is the name of the job. We could not put computer techniker, so it's wrong. So you have to find the right one. Then you have to put in the box which one is followed by er, which one is followed by or, which one is followed by is, and which one the word followed by ean. Not only giving the suffixes, but also you have to find the definitions of these jobs. What is computer technician? Computer technician is someone who fixes computers. So, for example, you have a broken computer, then what should you do? You have to go to a computer technician to fix your computers. Then your duty is to find every single the name of the job with each definitions. Okay, once again, you may have a time to do this assignment. Okay, after you have finished the assignment, then we go to the next slide. Okay, as I taught you before, we not only to learn only speaking and listening with me. Actually, writing and reading will be taught by Ibu Duro, but unfortunately in this chapter, we have writing. And then the writing is about describing pros and cons, describing positive and negative effect. What is positive and negative effect? Of course, we have to integrate with the career itself. So you have to choose a job. You have to think, then choose a job. Then you have to make a list. So this is one of the jobs. Say for example, teacher. What is the positive being a teacher? Then you make a list of the advantage being a teacher. And in another side, you have to put the negative or the cons being a teacher. Number 1, 2, 3. Okay. After you list, then please make it into a paragraph, of course, by writing. And then it must be very simple. So you can do by you yourself at your home. So for example, you can go look at the box, being a comedian. Being a comedian, it's fun to be funny. Why? Working as a comedian seems exciting. And then the writers give the reasons why. So this is, they put the useful expression first of all. So first of all is kind of the expression that we want to express about the pro or the cons from the career itself. Why? Making people log would be a lot of fun because you would be logging all the time. In addition, so you can put your second reason why being a comedian in positive side. Then of course you can see in the box about useful expression. We have first of all, in addition, furthermore, for example, however, on the other hand, and in conclusion. So there are so many useful expressions. Then you have to read your partner's paragraph, but I think we cannot do in this class. And then read the partner paragraphs about your job's disadvantage. Do you agree or disagree, why or not? Okay, to make sure that you do the right thing, I need you to write your career, then very short, then you can send into our WhatsApp group by the time you watching this video. Okay, you can send it into our WhatsApp group. I will write into WhatsApp group. Okay, now the last session is about speaking time. Now the time for speaking about possible career. So as usual, like in the last previous meeting, I asked you to have a partner to have a speaking, and then the time is about describing a people, but today you have a partner, different partner, of course, then you talk about the career. Then you have to choose one of the career that do you want to have in the future with your partner. Then you can give the reason why you choose that career. Then you can ask back to your friend about what career do your friend want to have in the future. So for example, A, I would enjoy doing TV interviews with famous people. B, why is that? Asking people about their lives would be fascinating. Furthermore, we will be motivated with their lives. Who would you interview? Well, I think I would be good at talking to politicians. So being interviewed, like if we have a very famous like Mata Najwa Shihab is famous TV interviews, especially for politicians. And Bang Karni, we have TV1. Aiman, we have Kompas if you interesting with politician. And then, so I need you to have a partner. So you have please listen carefully about the partner. The partner is in our attendance list. In our class, we have 27 students. Unfortunately, one of the students, especially from the overseas, she never come to my class. However, our captain of the class, Mas Zainuddin, has already contacted her, but there is no information. So 27 less one person will be 26. So I will make it very simple, your partner. So the partner is in this assignment, the attendance list number 1 with the attendance list number 2. The attendance list number 3 with the attendance list number 4. So I will tell in WhatsApp group after you watching this video with the name of the assignment. Okay, then for this assignment, you have to upload as usual in our e-learning. Then I will visit e-learning and make it score from your assignment. Okay, so I think this is very short explanation. If you have any kind of questions or maybe something you don't understand yet, you can text me in our WhatsApp group for our further communications. So I think enough for my class for today. I hope everybody always being healthy and enjoy to study online. And we pray together, hopefully this pandemic COVID-19 will be over soon in our country and the whole of the world. And if you found many mistake, please forgive me. Let's close our program by reading Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. And doa kafaratul majlis. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Okay. And the last I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you later.